Yeah, it was really good. It was good to be a part of my first personal showdown win, and obviously the first one for the season. Probably the best win we've had all year, and no, it was an amazing win.
How do you kick on from here?
Well, it's pretty tough for us. Obviously, there's been a bit of a sort of roller coaster ride at the moment. We've been up and down, and I guess now the first thing we want to do is win, obviously, back-to-back games. We've got GWS this week, and I guess our focus will turn to them now after we do our game review this afternoon, and we'll be right into knocking them off this week.
Brad, I think before the game, you obviously lost Kerridge and Laird,
Yeah.
Daniel Talia, from the reports, was within seconds, literally, of pulling out as well. But just talk us through that. That must have been pretty crazy.
Yeah, it was weird. I didn't actually know that. A lot of the players didn't know that before the game, but I think he had a little bit of a sore back or something in the warm-up, and had to get a bit of work before he went out. So I thought, losing them two guys late, and then also Tal's been really sore, I thought sort of adds to the win. It was sort of a gutsy win, we thought, and I think Tal's played really well for the duress he was under, and a pretty good player as well, an informed player, Shields.
Was it a surprise result? I know for a lot of people it was, but for you blokes, I mean, did you believe you could win?
Yeah, for sure. We spoke about, we know our best footy's more than good enough. We know when we're going up and going, we're really good. We've got now we've got 3 or 4 really dangerous forwards, and we know when we can get up to them as a midfield group, we're going to be really strong.
I know after the North loss, Sando said that he celebrated for 5 minutes and moved on. Was there a bit more time to enjoy the wins, considering how big it was?
Yeah, it was. It was sort of like that as well. It was. We had probably 5 minutes, 10 minutes in the rooms, and then you're recovering. So it's a little bit disappointing. Like, you can't really celebrate with each other, but because it's such a quick break as well, like we don't have the actual time to really get together and celebrate. But we have that little time in the room as a team as well, and then on to the next week.
It must be pretty easy to get yourselves up for a showdown, but how do you get yourselves up for a game against GWS as much as the showdown?
Yeah, that's what it's like. It's showdowns, you can get up for it, and we know GWS also a really good side as well. Like, they've knocked off some serious sides this year. They beat Sydney earlier in the year, and they start games really well. So we've got to make sure, especially with the way we've been going, been losing and then winning, we're going to be right in our game.
Brad, yourself, you pulled up okay? You obviously first game in a couple of months.
Yeah, I'm fine. I did a big training session last week, and I thought I was reasonably well prepared and ready to go. So I had the 2 games in the SANFL and then the big training last week, and thought I was ready, but I knew that Showdown's going to be massive, and I knew Port run really hard as well. But my body's put up quite well.
Sando said that you're sort of not quite at match fitness or working your way towards it. How sort of what percentage are you at?
Oh, I'm not totally sure in terms of percentage. I guess I still feel reasonably good. I still feel as though I wasn't cramping at the end of the game or anything like that. But like any footy you play, it's that real footy fitness you sort of get, and that only comes with virtually just playing games.
Geez, you must be itching to play with your brother as well.
Yeah, that'd be nice at some stage. I don't know when that's going to happen, but hopefully at some stage this year that could happen.
On the fitness, Brad, it seemed like for all the credit that Port get for being fast finishers, and it seemed like the Crows really ran off their legs. Was that addressed at 3/4 time?
Not really, not particularly. We know that's sort of what they go to, and they've come over sides a lot this season. But we know within ourselves that we're pretty fit ourselves, and traditionally have been fit. So yeah, we sort of backed ourselves in and didn't think too much about it, even though they have ran over us in the last couple of showdowns. And yeah, it was really good to actually do that to them.
What was Sando's message at 3/4 time?
It was just that we are fit as well, and that we can do it, and we did have run in our legs. It wasn't like we were all down getting massages or anything like that. We knew we were ready to go, and it was good. I think we outscored them in the last quarter as well, which is a big positive.
Brad, I think you've beaten North, Port, Gold Coast, now Collingwood too, so you've beaten some quality sides. When you have wins like that, does it make you think we're good enough, we should be aiming for top 8 minimum?
Yeah, for sure, I think, yeah. It's hard though, because I don't think we've apart from Port, we haven't beat another top 4 side this season, but we've started to knock off a few that are in the 8 now, and it is a little bit frustrating as well, because we beat such a good side like Port, and we almost think we could beat a lot of the good sides, and it's a bit frustrating that we're still just outside of finals.
With the roller coaster sort of form, do you feel a bit of pressure going into this week, knowing you're sort of due for a loss?
Oh, not too much, to be honest. I think it's it's nothing you can really think about too much. It's hard. GWS are still a pretty good side. You've got to be on your game against whoever you play now in the AFL. It's such an even competition, which is good for the AFL.
And you've got a few blokes maybe back this week, a few up for test, which nothing just alluded to.
Yeah.
So that's healthy for competition.
Yeah, exactly. I think we're just about as fit as we have been in terms of our sort of injuries for a while now. We've got a lot coming back, and maybe VB might come back towards the end of the season as well, and it'll be just about everyone up and going.
How's Danger going in the battle a bit during the game again?
Yeah, he gets a lot of knocks, Danger. I thought he was going to get through unscathed this week, and then with about 5 minutes to go, I saw someone fell on his leg or something like that, but I think he's fine. He's always got a test under his name, and he always gets up.
How impressed were you with Jacobs' performance and Thompson as well? It seemed like they were Herculean efforts, and the Crows really wanted to win. It looked like, especially led by those blokes.
Yeah. I thought Sauce was massive to kick goals as a ruckman, and then also to take the big marks he did as well. I thought he was really good. Definitely deserved the medal, and I know Tomo was pretty close as well. I thought he could have won it as well. He was just a bull inside, and they're both super players, and they both work really well together as well.
Great performance from Eddie Betts and a couple of those magic goals from that
pocket, yeah, they were amazing. I love seeing that. He's been a big addition for us, I think, and when him and Tex and Pods and now Tommy Lynch is up there as well, it's pretty dynamic up there and it's pretty dangerous.
Pods again in that sort of role. We saw him go back as well. That he adds a fair bit of versatility to your lineup.
Yeah. I think when we got in front late in the game, he went back, and because he's such a good contested mark as well, it's really good for us. And he reads the ball as well, so he can almost play as a sort of loose back, and he does that job really well.
What do you make of your brother's form? What do you think he has to do to sort of cement his spot on the side?
Yeah, he's still doing well. I think SANFL he's playing reasonably well, and he's sort of been in and out of the side all year. It's pretty tough being an 18-year-old or 19-year-old kid, and we've got a pretty quality midfield at the moment, so it's pretty tough for him, and he's just sort of focusing on just developing no matter where he plays, SANFL or AFL.
Tune into Channel Crow for exclusive video, highlights, press conferences in full, player interviews. Channel Crow on afc.com.au and YouTube.